In some previous video, we have calculated the various measures of the center tendency like arithmetic mean, mode, median, geometric mean and harmonic mean to get the basic characteristics of the data. But only with the help of the center tendency we can't get the whole characteristics of the data, because the center tendency gives the result of the center size of the data but not giving the whole characteristics like what is the minimum value, what is the maximum value. So further we have to calculate the dispersions to get the full characteristics of the data. So in dispersions, we can say this is the second important characteristics of the distribution, that is called dispersion. I should say a story behind that. One family was going to a fair. Meanwhile, on the way they saw a river. So the head of the family was having a good knowledge of statistics. So firstly he measured the average height of his family and he get that the average height of his family is 4 feet 5 inches over there. Then he calculated the average depth of the river, and after calculating this he got that the average depth of the river is 4 feet. So he supposed to that my average height of my family is higher than the average depth of the river. So he feel that there is no danger in crossing the river. So the whole family started to cross the river where the 8 feet deep depth is over there. The all family member drowned. So there is a poems is over there. Lekha joka joka tyo fir bhi kunba duba kyo. It means he have the perfect knowledge of the measurement of the center tendency, but he doesn't measure the maximum depth of the river and the minimum height of his family member. So the whole family have to be destroyed because of the wrong calculation of the statistics. Similarly, what I am saying that only to calculate the measurement of the center tendency we can't get the full characteristics of the data. To get the full characteristics of the data we have to calculate dispersion. There are so many methods of measuring the dispersion. The very first we should know that what is the dispersion. The distribution may be identical in respect to important characteristics like center tendency, and yet there may be difference. So we have to calculate the dispersion. There are so many methods showing the dispersion. First one is range method. Second one may be the quartile deviation method, percentile deviation method, then mean deviation method, and then standard deviation method. We can divide these all methods in two parts, that is called absolute measurement of the dispersion and that is the relative measurement of the dispersion. So very first we will say the dispersion, absolute measurement of the dispersion we will calculate. The first one, that may be the range method is over there. First one, dispersion. The methods, one is range method, second one is quartile deviation, third may be the mean deviation, fourth may be the standard deviation. So we are having the majorly we are having the four methods of measuring the dispersion. The very first one is range method, second one is the quartile deviation method, third one may be the mean deviation method, and fourth one may be the standard deviation method. We are having two types of the measurement. First one is absolute measurement of dispersion, second one may be the relative measurement of the dispersion is over there. In absolute measurement of dispersion we calculate range, that is absolute. ab- absolute or relative measurement. First, absolute measurement of dispersion have maybe the unit, like we are having the unit cloth in meter, milk in liter, distance in kilometer. But so absolute measurement have the unit. Maybe it may be having kilometer per hour, maybe having meter, maybe having liter, maybe having kilometer, maybe having weight in tons or etc. It means the absolute measurement have the unit of a commodity, but the relative measurement haven't any haven't any unit is over there. So we are, if we are calculate range, that is absolute measurement of dispersion, but we are having coefficient of range. Coefficient of range, that is a relative measurement of dispersion. Similarly, the quartile deviation is the absolute measurement of the dispersion, but the coefficient of the quartile deviation, that is called the relative measurement of the dispersion. The mean deviation can be calculated with arithmetic mean also, mode also, and median also. We are having three formulas to calculating the mean deviation. We can calculate mean deviation from the arithmetic mean, we can calculate the mean deviation from median, or we can calculate the mean deviation from mode also. But coefficient of the mean deviation, that is having the relative measurement of the dispersion. Similarly, we are having the standard deviation. Standard deviation is the absolute measurement of the dispersion, but if we are calculating the coefficient of standard deviation, that will be having the relative measurement of the dispersion. So there is a difference, there is a few difference in the absolute measurement of the dispersion and relative measurement of the dispersion is over there. First one, absolute measurement of the are dependent on the unit. If we are measuring the absolute measurement of the dispersion, we are having some unit is over there. If we are having weight in kg, then the unit will be also kg. If we are having liquid in the liter, then the unit will be also liter. We are having distance in kilometer, then the unit will be also in kilometer. But as far as we are talking about the relative measurement of dispersion, in relative measurement of this dispersion, the unit will be cancelled from to each other. Then when we will do the questions of this, I will tell you how there is a unit free measurement. So if someone is asking what is the difference between the relative measurement of the dispersion and absolute measurement of the dispersion, so the very first difference is over there, that absolute measurement of the absolute measurement are dependent on the unit, the variable under consideration, where the relative measurement of the dispersion are unit free measurement is over there. For comparing two or more distribution, relative measure is not absolute measurement of the dispersion is considered. It means for the two or more distribution is over there, relative measures are not absolute. We use the relative measures to having the comparison. We will not use the absolute measurement of the dispersion is over there. For compared to the absolute measurement of the dispersion, relative measures is dispersions are difficult to compute. If we are talking about the how to compute, so it is very easy to calculate the absolute measurement of the dispersion, but there is some difficulty in measuring the relative measurement of the dispersion. So we are having that there are major three difference. First one, that is unit that have the unit, but the relative haven't the unit is over there. If we are to do a comparison between the two series, we will use the relative measurement of the dispersion, not the absolute measurement of the dispersion. Third one, to solve the problem of any commodity is over there, for the any question is over there, there is a very easy to solve the absolute measurement of dispersion, but we are having some little difficulty to measure the relative measurement of dispersion. So I think this in this video we have discussed what is the dispersion is over there, and how many types of how many methods to measuring the dispersion is over there. Thank you. I think this video will be beneficial for you. Thank you. In next video we will having one methods and having how we can solve the questions for that method. Okay, thank you.